Okay, so that time of the month again, and let me get that camera in a better place. So, the big adrenaline rush. I went to a grocery store. Now, I went on my bike because we're trying to economise, not using the Raptor quite as much. Raptor does about 12 miles to the gallon, so whereas I might be putting thousands of pesos in the truck, I'm only putting a few hundred in the bike. So what did I spend? I spent, let's call it 1100 pesos, and I got no really big items other than the meat, and the meat didn't actually cost me that much anyway. Pork chop, skin small pack, 178, and the other was pork bones, which we've been having quite a lot of lately. And the best thing about the pork bones is, of course, that you get a rich soup, which I have absolutely nothing to do with on the cooking. It is for Beth to do that. So it's better that way because then we can eat it. Now, first thing I did get the sky flakes. I like these if we have cheese. Even Beth eats these. I say even Beth because she can be a fussy eater. So I got some sky flakes. That's 24 single packs. Where would that be? Where? Sky flakes. They are $1.36, so a little bit over $2. We didn't do too badly. I did have to get my cheddar cheese, which I have with the crackers usually, and I snack, which I shouldn't be doing really. I want it to be down to 2 meals a day, the first starting no sooner than maybe 10 on Monday and Friday, and maybe 12 or about this time on the rest of the time. I usually meet my friend Michael on on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So try to keep those as a separate thing for breakfast. These are instant oatmeal, which they're quite high in protein. Some people don't say not to eat the oatmeal. Unfortunately, if you listen to everyone who says don't eat this and don't eat that and don't eat the other, that would be a sure way to lose weight, which you would lose very, very quickly just before you died. So the instant oatmeal, how much? Where is it? Why is it? It springs out to you. Jewel, lemon plus, keratin, gold, oatmeal. And the oatmeal, actually that's quite cheap. It was only 78 pesos, which is just over $1. And here, I know it's the meat because it's soggy. So, I'll do a usual Beth on this one when tearing the things apart. This was, let me see what it says on here. These are pork chops, WSKN, so I guess that's with skin. So you get a rind, which is like ½ an inch thick, but that only cost, that was the more expensive one, was 178 pesos. So 178 pesos, $3. Here is the bones, yeah, pork bones, big pork bones, all right, but these were only 121 pesos, which is like just over $2. Funny, isn't it? Everything is just under $2, or everything is just under. Here, take the kiss.
I'll cook now.
You're going to cook now. Can you take this with you or put it in the fridge, darling? Okay. And those other things the unhygienic things, I think they call them when they're packing. Got some for doing the washing up, and I got our usual 6-pack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-pack of a good quality hair shampoo. And of course this, which one of our subscribers said his wife, when they come over from, I think, the UK, they bring a suitcase full of Irish Spring. The original clean. Boy, you can smell that even from here. Wow. And it's still in the pack. So, had to get one of these. Beth likes them. She who must be obeyed. And that is almost it. I've got a few things like this because they make easy, quick meals. So put this with egg and rice. That's bingo, corned beef. So that's where we're at on that. And I spent just over about 1,100 pesos. So this is the kind of thing that you can buy, which would be instant survival. In the Philippines, you always assume that you have rice, because rice is life, if you don't know that. Right, so this goes a long way, very filling with the skyflake, which I really enjoy. So someone said, can you get good quality cheese? I suspect that just in asking that question means that it's already out of my scope of knowledge. How would I know what really good quality cheese is? I recognise cheddar, and this is cheddar, and I put it in the fridge so it cuts cleanly when it is needed. And I have 2 slices of this at a time, about 1/4 of an inch, and a pack of skyflakes, and that makes quite a filling snack. As I said, the corned beef, now if Beth cooks, she'll put 2 of these in with 3 eggs, and we'll have that with rice. So this is standby food, which I really think, if you have any sense, you should have quite a store of this, because it never goes off and you know that it's going to taste a certain quality. And having been in the army I was in the army for 8.5, nearly 9 years, and I very quickly learned, because I went in when I was 15.5, and still being to an extent mollycoddled by my mummy, who let me not eat my veggies, so I never knew what some of the veggies tasted like, because I'd already decided, like children do, that I didn't like the taste of that. My mother would say, just a thought, did you actually put the food in your mouth before you decided you didn't like it? Well, I didn't answer that. But anyway, if you're not a fussy eater, these are actually good, and with eggs they're high in protein, and it represents a good meal along with rice. In the Philippines, I got to tell you that people subsist on so much less than this, don't they, darling?
Yeah.
What were you going to?
Did you have onions, baby?
What?
Did you have onions?
Onion! No, I forgot the onion. I'll have to go to the sari store, yes?
Okay.
Okay. So, another little chore to the sari store. So, that was it. I think it's of educational value to know what you can buy when you cannot buy a lot, because I brought all of this back in this bag and within my backpack on the motorcycle. So it's a small buy, but it's basic food. when we were able to give out a lot of charity gifts, one of the things that we used to do was we used to go to the local sari store and we would ask him to make up a carton of food. Now, I know we could have gone and shopped for the stuff that he put into that carton. We could have shopped easily by going to our tourists, and as a couple of subscribers often like to remind us, you know, you could buy that stuff much cheaper if you went to the supermarket than going to a sari store where they're putting pennies on this and 10p on that. That's not really the point. What we tried to do when we were giving out, we tried to bring benefit to everyone. It's impossible to bring benefit to everyone, but for instance, we would have a carton made up, and we would tell our sari store owner, who we learned to trust, we'd tell him that we'd say, this carton, we want you to make up a carton for 1,500 pesos, and it's for one person living alone, or it's for two people, and we would just give him the parameters that he had to work with. And then he would go ahead and he would put in there what he would buy if he was going to buy for, say, his grandma. He would have a certain amount of soap in there. He'd have soap in there. He may put shampoo in there. I'm really not sure about that. But he would have canned food. He would have noodles. Now, I know all about the noodles and sodium, and it's not the healthiest thing in the world. And starving is even less healthy. And often what we would give for 1,500 pesos, there would still be some on the table in the kitchen of that house, even after 1 month. Sometimes when we did giveaways and we gave little bags of food away, we would give 2 to 3 kilos of rice, maybe 2 cans like this, and 4 packs of noodles, something like that. And believe it or not, a family who are living on the edge of poverty would be very grateful for that and be able to utilize it to the best effect. And if we gave them corned beef, or we gave them another one which was sardines, always eat sardines, and they would make that along with rice. They would mix that and it would feed a family, mixed in with some of the rice and perhaps 1 egg. It would feed a family of 3 or 4 or 5. They would make it think that. So what do you have to say? You've broken into the crackers already?
No, the old one.
That's the old one. So, what can I tell you, darling?
Continue, baby.
Huh?
We'll continue.
Well, I
I'm
thought you might
sleepy.
add something to it.
I just wake up and I'm so sleepy.
Honey, did you frighten your hair with a comb at all?
Yeah, I did.
No. It's over there cowering behind the books.
We have visitor.
A visitor. Rider's at the door. It's amazing how quickly you learn to serve a dog, isn't it? Get in here. Ryder, come here. Come on. Here. Say hello. Now, I don't speak dog, and he doesn't speak English. Does he speak Visayan, honey?
No.
He doesn't.
Only Spanish.
Honey, you know your breath smells. Is that why they call it dog breath? Don't you have a toothbrush? Huh. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for being with us on this adventure through the grocery store. I hope you've learned something. I always do. When I look at the prices, even if they haven't done up at all. I accuse them of it. So, would you like to say something, darling?
Yeah, that's the cost of living in the Philippines, depending on
Cost of living.
how you manage your finance, your budgeting on the food.
Okay. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you can possibly find something in these that you think is educational or even entertaining, perhaps you could share, because if you share, it helps us a terrific amount, because then the artificial intelligence, as biased as it really is, might make us better known, in which case we would earn a little more money, abysmally small, but it would help. Bye for now.